East African history. Ankole Kingdom. 3. Ankole Kingdom. Origins. Ankole was one of the kingdoms that came up after the decline of Banyura Kitara of the Ch. Traditions in western Uganda claim that Rukidi and Puga Santo Amara was the founder of Ankole Kingdom. The kingdom was established in southwestern Uganda in the 15th century. Initially, Ankole was made up of what is now Mpara County. Its expansion started around the 18th century during the time of Bagape. From its establishment, the Hema and Biri were its occupants. They spoke a common language of Runyenkore. The Bahima upper-class pastoralists were the ruling class and the Beri were the ruled political organization. Ankole had a centralized system of administration. The Omugabe or king was the political head of the kingdom. The Omugabe's position was hereditary with absolute powers. The Omugabe, queen mother, princes and princesses formed the royal family and resided in the royal palace. The Omugabe was assisted by the Nganzi prime minister, who was the most important of all chiefs. Ankole was divided into 10 districts, each headed by Omukongu chief. Some of the districts included Tembarara, Abanda, Nabashozi, Bonoroguru and Kashari. The Omugabe and Nganzi came from the upper class of the Hema and always kept large herds of cattle and estates. The Abakangu also kept cattle and were in charge of keeping peace and sending beer and millet to the royal palace. Ankole had royal regalia that included spears. East African history. Ankole Kingdom. Ankole had no standing army, but in case of war, all able-bodied men were supposed to gather at the Omugabe's palace with spears, bows, arrows and shields. Social organization. Ankole society was divided into 2 distinct classes, i.e. Hema and Aru. Ahima, who were the rulers and pastoralists, and Beri, who were the peasants and subject class. Marriage between the Beri and the Bahima was considered a social disgrace and was highly discouraged. Religiously, the Bani Ankole believed in a supreme being called Ruhanga, who was thought to be the creator of the world. No prayer and sacrifices were offered to Ruhanga because they believed there was no need of bothering him after bringing them into the world. Below Ruhanga were other lesser gods, e.g. Kagoro, Kazoba, Omizisi, Itati, to whom prayers and sacrifices were offered. The Bani Ankole highly respected spirits of the dead, and sacrifices, e.g. beer and milk, were offered to them at family shrines. Owning cattle was a sign of prestige, and those with few cows were always despised. The Bani Ankole were united by a similar culture, Runyenkore language and same way of dressing, e.g. Omashinona. Economic organization.